Experiment 12. Experiment of buoyancy. First, let us take a look at putting these things into water. Tools we have prepared are water sink, paper clip, modeling clay, styrofoam bowl, marble, ruler, pencil, toothpick, eraser, ping pong ball, scissors, foam core board, magnet, and chopstick. Then, put the items we have prepared in. First, put the scissors in its sink. Then, the pencil. It floats on the water. Then, the ruler. We find that it floats on the water, but it sinks when we poke it with our hand. This is because there is surface tension. So, it'll sink right away. If you gently place it on the water surface lying down, the surface tension, it will float. If we touch it just a little, reduce its surface tension, it'll also sink. Let us see the ping pong ball. It'll float even when we have poked it. Let us see the magnet. It sinks. Marble. It sinks. Paper clip. It sinks. Eraser. It sinks. Styrofoam ball. It floats. Chopstick. It sinks. Foam core board. It floats. Modeling clay. It sinks. Based on the experiment result from just now, we can see that scissors, marble, eraser, chopsticks, paperclip, magnet, modeling clay, and ruler, these items will sink. Let us look at the other side. The styrofoam ball, foam core board, ping pong ball, and pencil, they will float. But some items may have a different result. If they're made of a different material, for example, this eraser, erasers of different brands may float. Some chopsticks are not metal chopsticks. If it is a pair of bamboo chopsticks, it'll float. We can draw a conclusion based on the actual result. Make a hollow modeling clay. First, we have prepared an inflated balloon. Then, knead this modeling clay. Place the balloon inside and try to wrap it up. Patch it if there are holes. Finally, leave a little hole. We will pop the balloon and remove it later. It has to be hollow. It is difficult to make it hollow, so we have placed a balloon inside to help us. Now, pop the balloon. Take the balloon out. Once we have taken the balloon out, patch this hole. Try not to ruin its shape. Keep its shape. Seal the hole from just now completely with the modeling clay. Now it is done. Let us take a look at another piece of modeling clay. The modeling clay we have molded just now. We will find it floating. Why? This is because there's air inside the modeling clay. It floats. If it is a piece of solid modeling clay with a solid core, it will sink. The modeling clay with the hollowed core that we have tested just now will float. Materials we have prepared are marbles, modeling clay and water basin. The modeling clay loading experiment. First, we pour water into the water basin. About half full will be sufficient. Once it is half filled, we will test the modeling clay. Put the unmolded modeling clay into the water. We can see that both of these pieces of modeling clay will sink. Modeling clay out. Once taken out, we're going to change the shape of the modeling clay. What shape must we change it into to make it float? Let's try it out. Before we mold the modeling clay, we have to roll our sleeves up. To prevent the clay from getting onto our clothes, we will start with the first one. Because the modeling clay is brand new, it will tend to be tougher. Knead it a few times and it will become softer. Students are free to create what they want. There is no need to tell them what shape to mold it into. Start the next one after the first one is done. Then, put the finished modeling clay into the water basin. Let us see which one will sink and which one will float. Let us start with this long one first. We can see that it has sunk. Next, put this one in. We can see that it floats. Just adjust it a little. Make its sides slightly thinner. Once done, the bottom should not be too thick either. Make the bottom more even and raise the sides. Raise this here a bit higher. Try to make the sides the same height, so it will not start sinking from the lower side like earlier. We can see that the bottom is almost leveled. This side is lower, so we will patch it up a bit. Make it a bit higher. Make it close to the same height. There shouldn't be too much of a height difference. Then, let's try again. First, gently put it into the water. Once put, and it is floating, we will put the marbles in. Be careful when you put the marbles too. Do not be too rough. They may make it sink. Put the first one in. We can see that the water is starting to get in. It will sink after a while, so it can carry 15 marbles. We can see that the modeling clay is shaped like a ship or a ball. It has no holes. It will sink if there is a hole. The bottom is flat, so it can carry more marbles. If it is uneven, the marbles will congregate in the middle, and the number of marbles we can put in will be lower. Then, its thickness and weight has to be evenly distributed. We cannot have one side having more clay. If so, the weight will tilt this way. So, when the marbles are put in, it will tip over. Once tipped over, it will sink. It can carry more marbles this way.